And welcome everyone to another OI Round Robin. As usual, I am Bishi, and tonight I am joined by Maverick
What up, though?
and Saizo.
Hello, hello, everyone.
Uh, Sorry about schedules not really, coming together and
Fuck
whatnot.
that. We have real
Last
lives.
week. Yeah, real life kind of took precedent. But anyway, we got a few things that we want to cover tonight. First and foremost, this is going to be, I think, mostly for Mav and I. I'm pretty sure Saizo does not really watch a whole lot.
I used to when I had cable. Don't have cable anymore. Please forgive me.
He moved away.
Yeah,
He moved away, and if he didn't, this is what we would be doing if he was still here. But it's okay. I understand when you had to move away.
life happens.
I know.
But yeah, WrestleMania happened.
Yes.
Um,
Wait.
for those of you,
Let's not start at WrestleMania. Let's start at what really mattered. 2 days earlier.
right? I'll get to that. But
Okay.
for those of you that don't know, Mav and I are big WWE fans. We have been watching it for decades.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I believe like the first time that I remember really watching it was back in '91.
I was only a wee lad then. I didn't start watching until I was 93.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so we've been watching it for quite a while, and WrestleMania is WWE's flagship show. Like it is their huge night, huge events, huge everything that's going on, and it is, one night a year, biggest pay-per-view. Sorry, I'm gonna go ahead and do this while I'm talking about it. One night a one night a year, they have all this, and it is a huge event. And here recently, with the addition of NXT, what actually mattered was NXT Takeover started 2 days earlier, that Friday night.
Mm-hmm. And if what NXT is, it is Triple H's greatest creation besides his 3 daughters that he made with his wife Stephanie and whatever. But this is his main baby. He took what was a developmental center called FCW. Vince was like, "Here's some money. Here's some money, Hunter," and made it into a bigger product than what Vince's main card is.
It is
Not to knock the main card, but that's
Oh
Vince's,
no, I'm gonna knock some of the main card.
that's Vince's problem. That's Vince's problem. Triple H can only do so much as he can. So for the past, couple of years now, this is the 3rd year it's been active.
Yeah.
This is the first time they've done a show during WrestleMania weekend. Well,
I thought they had one.
it wasn't. It was during SummerSlam. SummerSlam was their first time they did it.
I could have sworn they had one last year because they had all these matches and then Hideo Itami showed up at the Battle Royal.
Not. It was the week. That was that Wednesday. It wasn't on the weekend.
Right. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Remember they used to do their thing like the week before and then the main card, or like the week of,
Right.
then the main card.
But
So
now WrestleMania has been turned into WrestleMania week,
yes.
and the sort of kickoff of WrestleMania weekend was NXT,
Mm-hmm.
and what a show it was.
And Saizo, he's seen me watch wrestling before. He's watched me marked out, which that means lose my ever-loving shit at wrestlers. And he's gotten into it too whenever he was watching. Well, there was the debut of one of New Japan Pro's greatest assets ever. His name is, I will butcher this name.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Thank you. King of Strong Style. Okay? he had a match. He had to do a match between
God.
the
No,
love
that,
child.
that was not a match.
Have you ever seen, those anime fights that you see every time you watch anime? That's what it was. It was
That
an
was-
ever-loving boss battle.
It was. I was expecting like Final Fantasy boss music to start queuing
You
up
did!
at some point.
You did! It was Nakamura's theme song.
No. That's leading up to the boss fight. I was expecting to hear music during the fight.
But
Oh
so
my God.
what was it? Hold on. What was the card? Hold on. What was
The card started out with the Revival versus Jordan Gable, American Alpha,
AKA the world's greatest tag team 2.0.
who are living up to that.
Yes.
Revival were the champs going in.
And the boys put on a phenomenal show with American Alpha coming out on top and winning their first piece of gold ever.
Next was Austin Aries making his, I believe that was his NXT debut.
His full NXT debut.
Yes, his in-ring debut.
Yeah. Against
Baron Corbin,
who used to be an ex-football player. You'll see that a lot when it comes to WWE. A lot of their wrestlers come from the NFL or other sports, and just come over here and hang out.
Which that was actually a really good match.
Mm-hmm.
Aries, of course, is a workhorse.
And he's about like 5'3", 5'4", 5'5", around that age. He's a short little man.
He's like 5'7".
He's a short little man.
And it also might be because Baron Corbin is fucking huge.
Short little man. Then the next match, I believe, was
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn and Nakamura, which was just
Oh my God.
phenomenal match that ended up with everyone getting busted open.
If that is not a 5-star match, if that is not a finalist for Match of the Year,
I'm gonna be upset. I'm
gonna be pissed.
I don't know what's going to happen the rest of this year, but that should be up there. It may not win. If it may not win, because I don't know what's in the future, but that has to be nominated.
If it doesn't win, I'm okay, but that had better be a nomination for Match of the Year.
Yes.
Because those two put it all out there.
Mm-hmm. And then next was Asuka versus
Bayley.
Also, Saizo, WWE has started acquiring a lot of Asian athletes. And I'm not, no, don't laugh, because they're scary as shit. Like,
no, that's why I laugh.
Yeah.
They're scary.
Oscar made us both go, oh God. Because we were watching it, not in the same room, but we were watching it live at the same time. And, you know, Asuka comes out in her, like, huge, in her get-up that she did, like, you know, because everyone had something somewhat special because it was, like, the Mania, or the NXT leading up to Mania. Mm-hmm. She came out and had a different mask on, and I'm just like, whoa, okay, no.
It was like the crying geisha ghost.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Yeah. Nah, I was good.
So I was like, oh, sweet, cool new kimono. Then the light show on her face was like, I'm done. No, Bayley's dead. I'm sorry. Bayley's gonna die. And up to this point, Asuka had been undefeated. Like, since her debut, she'd been undefeated. And Bayley, well, she'd been champion since last August, around in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And well, she had come across hard competitors and whatnot, and these two ladies, very hard workers, beat the ever-living hell out of each other.
Yeah.
And, well, Asuka came out on top because she choked Bayley out and she passed out. She didn't tap. She just passed out.
Bayley did not give up. Instead, her body gave up.
Yeah. Ref called it. She won. Next match is the next championship match. Samoa Joe
versus Finn Balor.
Yeah. Now, Finn is a great personality when it comes to wrestling.
Oh my god.
He's special because he tends to body paint himself only for like big events. He has an alter ego called the Demon that he unleashes from his core or sometimes from his back that engulfs him and embodies him and fights for him. Anyone that says wrestling isn't like anime, you can go to hell. Because if I didn't tell you this was actual wrestling, you think it was an anime. He does something special every year, every time they have an event. They went to London in December.
Came out
as Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
He came out in Texas as Leatherface.
I don't know if it was
chainsaw and all.
I don't know if it was close to that or if it was more or less paying homage to the Funks.
Leatherface. They were in Texas. They were in Dallas.
Yeah. The Funks.
Fuck them. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He swung that thing around like fucking Leatherface.
Or Chainsaw Charlie, depending.
Yes. That was on WrestleMania. And then it was a great match. Joe got busted open early underneath his eye.
First like 15 seconds.
Got hit, busted wide open, started bleeding. And then they kept doing the match, but the refs like kept stopping the match to make sure he could see, and he was bleeding profusely. And
Joe didn't care.
And the crowd was starting to get pissed because they kept stopping the match to make sure he was okay.
The crowd started chanting, "Let him bleed."
Yeah. And, well, long story short, it was a great match. High explosive match. Joe is a monster that is very hard to beat. He can be beaten. If he bleeds, we can kill it.
Maybe.
Finn beat him, but it wasn't like a given match. He had to work for it.
Yeah.
So Finn's still champion. Oscar's the new champion. American Alpha is the new tag champs, and pretty much come to the conclusion that the match between Nakamura and Sami Zayn was his farewell match, because at the end of it he started crying and walked off as like a big thank you and everything.
Yeah.
So we come to
that Nakamura match though.
It was like the best match.
And I told Mav Friday after NXT went off. I told him, I said, the main card better step their game up.
They did.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
Not like that, but they did. They did better than last year.
Dude, that's not a high bar to clear.
It was for me. I got what I wanted.
Dude,
we're okay. What before the fans though? We're about to switch positions on things. On NXT, we were the same. Now we're splitting. I was actually happy about WrestleMania. He was not. Okay. So we had 3 matches on the pre-show. There's usually like 2 or 1 match. It's a big. The WrestleMania itself was 5 fucking hours. Okay.
Well, including the matches with the pre-show.
That's what I'm counting. It was a 5-hour event.
Started at 7.
Yeah.
No, it started at 6.
5.
5 with the pre-show.
Yep. And there was 3 matches in that.
And it kept going until, what, 11?
12 o'clock. Go ahead and call it 12.
Yeah.
So, 3 matches out the gate. 3 that you really don't really care about, but they need to be there to finish storylines. The first
versus Ryback.
Which was actually a good match between the 2 of them, but it's okay. Kalisto won. Nothing special about that. The Dudleys versus the Usos, not really nothing special about that. The Usos won. Call it a day. Keep going. And then we had Team Total Divas versus Team Bad and Blonde.
Yeah.
Total Divas was made. Oh, jeez, son of a bitch. Total Divas was made up of all the divas that are on the reality show Total Divas.
So you had Brie Bella, Paige, Natalia,
Alicia
Fox, and Ava Marie.
No, stupid ass bitch. I really don't like Eva Marie like at all.
I don't think anyone really does.
But okay, that entire team is full of characters that are good guys, that are deemed good characters. She comes out and inserts herself into it, and there is so much heat.
Much heat. Everyone starts booing.
It's that bad.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't even have to say anything. She just shows up and they boo her.
It's because she can't wrestle.
If Vince or even Triple H want to use that, just make her a heel. Just keep her a heel and just have her out there and build heat. All she has to do is
stand there.
Yep, and work on her wrestling. Like, I will give this to her. She has gotten better.
That's not a high bar to clear.
I know that, but she is getting better. Even though I can't stand her, I don't want people to fail in this industry. Yes, she's a shitty wrestler. She's getting better at it, but not enough to where she is deemed like to be in the championship picture or anything like that.
Yeah.
Keep her ass on NXT.
Anyway,
so
Team
and then
Bad and Blonde was
comprised of Naomi, Tamina, Emma, Dark Princess Emma, Summer Rae,
and
Lana. Baby Cakes.
Yeah.
It was Lana's first WrestleMania as an active wrestler. I was really pissed about her debut, but that's another story for another day. Pretty much, long story short, it was a retirement match for Brie Bella.
Yeah.
Because she had to retire a lot earlier than she needed to because Daniel Bryan is super, super fucking hurt. And he had to retire last month he had to retire.
Mm-hmm.
So she was going to do it after WrestleMania, but she needed to go ahead and take care of it and be gone before WrestleMania ended or whatnot. So that happened. They won. Nikki Bella came out in her neck brace and all, and she put that outfit on. I don't know why, but she was there to help her sister out and wish her good luck and all that shit. So now we're on the main card.
Starts out with the
bitch.
Intercontinental ladder match.
Intercontinental ladder match. At this point, me and Bishi usually do predictions before the match starts, before the event starts. My percentile of accuracy is usually in the high 90s.
We'll say high 80s to high 90s. It'll fluctuate.
It usually does. This took a nosedive in this one.
Oh yeah. Both of ours took a nosedive.
I'm like in the 70s now, and I'm pissed. So I predicted this match with my heart instead of my brain. So all the first matches that you saw, I only got one of them right. The first 3 matches, I only got one right.
Same here.
I thought with my heart, not with my brain.
Same here. So we were both 1 and 2 leading into it.
The Intercontinental Ladder match started. We had our favorite to first. I had Sammy to win because he had lost on Friday.
I had Sammy to win as well.
Neither one of us won. I don't think anybody won. The only person that won that for that match was Zack Ryder, who actually climbed up and got the title and became Intercontinental Champion that night. No one saw that coming because he'd been buried underneath everybody for like the last 5 years. Yeah. So he won that, so I was like, oh, well, shit. Then my roommate actually came down and started watching it, and he was like, nah, fuck that. I can't be up there by myself watching this. I need to experience this. My nigga Revade.
But so, okay, we had the ladder match. It was a good match. It was a damn good match.
When it comes to ladder matches, you don't want anyone getting hurt. That's the only thing that you want out of that match is everyone to get up and go home. That's it. Now note that this WrestleMania, the reason why I said it was better than last year is because they are working with a 90% injured roster.
Yeah, they're not working with a full roster.
So, that happened. Next match was, what was it?
I believe it was AJ Styles versus Y2J.
Okay. Y2J won that one with a phenomenal match, and he caught him midair with a code breaker and won. I had AJ Styles to win.
Same here.
That happened. But that was okay that he lost because he got something better. Next was New Day.
Oh my
Came out,
God.
which was not even a tag title match. They came out in a box of Bootios, which is their cereal, which you can buy off the WWE website. You get a T-shirt with it as a prize.
Yep.
They came out in, well, thanks to Xavier Woods, every weeaboo in the world now knows wrestling now again because of Xavier Woods, who is a big cosplayer and big like anime, video gaming fanatic and all that stuff. He actually goes to Dragon Con every year. WWE allows him to take that time off to go.
I was looking for him when I went last year.
Well, I'm gonna find him this year. So they came out in a big box of Bootios. It tipped over. All the cereal fell out. And then they came out in fucking full Saiyan armor.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
Yes, Saiyan armor. Xavier Woods had full Goku Super Saiyan hair
With the tail.
with his monkey tail. And
I'm just looking at Sizo right now.
I'm
He's
not kidding. I'm not kidding.
Okay.
They ended up losing their match. They lost their match against the League of Nations, which comprised of Sheamus, who will be Rocksteady in the new TMNT movie.
Yep.
Wade Barrett, Alberto Del Rio, and Rusev.
Yep.
They won their match against the New Day. Thankfully, it wasn't a tag title match, so it's all right. Next is pretty much one of the only matches that I cared about the entire night. Was the WWE Women's Championship.
Whoa.
What?
No, next match was Dean.
Was?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. Dean Ambrose got his ass kicked by Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, Bork.
Sorry.
I hate Brock Lesnar.
Sorry. He gets paid well to do what he wants to do what he does. Just be a monster and beat people up. I'm sorry.
The finish to that match was completely rushed and was stupid as hell.
Mm-hmm. Well, first of all, good and well, Vince won't go let him hit him with that bat. Not just because it's Brock, just because it's a PG show.
That's the whole problem. PG is gonna completely fucking kill WWE at some point.
All right. So that happened. Then the only match that I cared about the whole night was the Triple Threat Women's, now no longer Divas Championship, because they tossed that ugly ass butterfly belt out the window. They're no longer called Divas. Everyone's called Superstars now. Men and women.
I like that.
So the match starts. Everyone gets their really, really cool intro. Becky Lynch has all her steampunk gear on. She runs out to the ring, has her thing. Sasha Banks comes out with her cousin Snoop Dogg and one of his artists singing her theme song while wearing Eddie Guerrero-inspired gear, which I started crying when I saw that. I don't care. I'm a man. I cry my feelings. And then Charlotte
comes out
with her daddy in her own custom flare robe,
which was, if I remember them saying on the show, that it was actually created from his robe that he wore during the retirement match.
And it was. Yes,
yeah.
That's correct. So,
well, the retirement match
from WWE, he hasn't wrestled for WWE forever. He went to TNA, but he retired from WWE. But TNA does not exist, even though most of its roster now goes to WWE now.
Yeah.
So, the match starts. My favorite to win was Sasha, but I kind of figured out why she didn't win because, well, she didn't win, and she's still undefeated going into this, and she still is undefeated because she never got pinned. Becky Lynch ended up getting pinned. The match itself was phenomenal. The ladies put on a show.
Becky submitted.
Becky submitted?
Yeah.
Okay, she tapped out. Yeah, that's right. She tapped out. Either way, Becky tapped out. Becky lost. Becky's the one that lost and allowed Charlotte to win. Now, these three ladies came from NXT. They are worth the pride and joy of the NXT women's division. One is still there. Bayley is still there. She didn't get to move up with them. They are part of the Four Horsewomen, comprised of Becky, Sasha, Charlotte, and Becky. This is the first time in a long time that the Divas of at the time Divas. I gotta get used to saying it. The women's belt was defended in like a really long time at WrestleMania, an actual good match.
Yeah.
These women were put on the marquee.
It was a fantastic match. I will give you that. The finish was bullshit.
What, to have Flair pull her out?
Yeah.
It had to end like that.
No, it didn't.
How would you want it to end then? You can't. No, Sasha doesn't win. Sasha doesn't win.
Okay.
Charlotte has to finish. She wins. How would you want it to end?
You could have had something happen where, Sasha got taken out by one of the previous two or both of them, and then Charlotte takes advantage.
Now, what's Charlotte's last name?
Flair.
Okay. What do Flairs do best?
They cheat, but see, here's the thing. It's a women's match. So what right does Ric Flair have to be at ringside?
He's Ric fucking Flair. He can do whatever he wants. He's Ric Flair out there supporting his daughter in any way he can. We've seen this in multiple weeks. Yes, what they do best. But it adds to story, Mr. WWE can't write worth of shit. It adds to story to this good match. It adds to the story because eventually it will be Sasha and Charlotte, and Flair will be kicked from ringside. And then it will be those two, and then we'll be good.
I got something better. Just throw them both in a cage.
We'll get to that. Hopefully that'll happen. God damn it, I hope that happens. But they win. Charlotte wins, and she gets the big, nice new belt that looks like the men's title, but it's all red and white. It's a white back. It's a white strap with the red innards and stuff. What's next?
Hell in a Cell.
I almost watched the man kill himself in front of his family and his friends for my enjoyment.
God.
No, now please remind you that this was going on at the same time the Walking Dead season finale was happening too.
Yeah.
So you know where my loyalties lie right now. I watched the Walking Dead thing afterwards. So pretty much we all knew how I wanted Shane to win, but also I figured, Taker's not going to lose here. It's in his home state, and once again, thinking with my heart, not my brain.
Yeah.
I watched the man jump off a cage, a Hell in a Cell, onto a table, completely missed the move, and eat it. Like, he is dead. This man is dead right now. Taker ends up beating him. He throws his gloves in the ring and he walks off. Shane gets put on a stretcher and he does the whole thumbs up thing. Hey, I'm okay. Then that happens. That match happens.
That was actually okay. I want to say a couple things about this match.
All right.
As much as I love The Undertaker, as much as I love, that whole thing, I still have to say that I have problems with this.
How?
Mainly because, look at last year with him and Bray Wyatt. Yes, Bray did mess up his ankle the day of the event.
2 hours before he was supposed to go on.
But even then, you could tell that Undertaker was not himself.
Okay.
Go to this match. Undertaker is gassed 10 minutes in.
Okay.
He is not the Undertaker that he should be. He is merely going through the motions now. And again, I I honestly think that had booking been better 3 WrestleManias ago, the Undertaker would have already retired by now.
What you mean when Brock beat him?
Yes. Had booking been better and that was not the match then, because they had plenty of options.
Mm-hmm.
In the months leading up to it. They had plenty of options. But had booking been better, I'm pretty sure Taker would have been retired by now. He seems to just be going through the motions, be a shell of what he used to be.
Okay.
And it shows.
All right. So
Because if you watch Taker versus Triple H the year after HBK's retirement match.
Wait, the first one, Triple H versus Taker 1.
No,
2.
the year after HBK's retirement match.
He fought Taker twice. So
okay, the Hell in the Cell match then.
That was 2.
Okay, that was 2. If you watch that match, everything's so much quicker, smoother, cleaner. Especially, granted, it is Triple H and Taker, and they both know how to make each other look good. But you can tell that it's a lot better. You can tell that there's more pop behind what Undertaker does. You can tell that there's more energy. You can tell.
Did you freeze?
I think you did.
Oh, shit.
And you can see the quality decline.
Okay. You froze for a minute, but I knew where you were getting at. Well, hopefully, when it comes to when they are in Orlando next year, I'm hoping that maybe that will be his last match, and they can let him ride off into the sunset.
I'm hoping so, because honestly, all that it's really doing is kind of tarnishing his legacy.
Just because you don't, you're fine with the streak being ended. That you don't have a problem with that. It's just watching him.
I also have a problem with the way they ended the streak, but that's for a different thing. That's a completely different. That's neither here nor there. I have a problem with. You can tell that he is not in peak performance to be doing what he's doing.
Well, peak performance to where it doesn't. Not necessarily that he can still do it, but it doesn't heavily affect his appearance and stuff when he's actually doing the match.
Right. Like I said, you could tell that he was gassed 10 minutes in.
Yeah. So you think it's time for him to just pack it up and ride off?
Yeah. It honestly, it has been time. The match with Bray, the match with Bray 2 years ago, that was okay. You could actually tell that there was something that he was a little, a little less than what he usually was.
Well, even though he was working with an injured person, so that
I know, but even with that, he's worked with injured people before, and you could tell that okay, you can kind of tell. Not really trying to brag or toot my own horn or whatever, but when you've watched it as long as I have, you know what to look for, and you can tell that there's something that is not there anymore. He doesn't really have the spark anymore.
Okay. Well, let me think. Well, yeah, and hopefully next year they will let him go. I don't want him to fire, but just let him ride off and let him retire. Maybe he gets inducted to the Hall of Fame that weekend and stuff, and be good. Now, we get to the main event, and then we can finish up with WrestleMania. It was anyone but you, Roman Reigns.
Oh, we have one more thing to talk about.
Oh, what?
The Memorial Battle Royal.
Who won that bitch? Oh,
Baron
yeah.
Corbin.
Yeah, I got that right. I didn't say a certain name, but I just said somebody from NXT will get in there and win it. Also, apparently there is a Memorial Battle Royal for Andre the Giant. They do that. They started doing it like last year or the year before. This is their third time. Their third time doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just everybody that doesn't have a match, so they can have their WrestleMania moment. The favor of the win of this one was Big Show. Well,
he won last year.
Yeah. So he came in, and Kane and everybody, all the bigger dudes come in, and then there was two surprise entrances. One was DDP, didn't think that was going to be a thing, with the bang.
Yeah.
And then the creator, the master of Shaq Fu, Shaquille O'Neal came out. And they stared down, him and Big Show stared down at each other, and then the whole entire group helped get them out of the ring. So apparently they have a match at next year's WrestleMania between the two. They set that up. That's a thing already. So that happened. Ended up Baron Corbin winning. All right, cool. Moving on. Main event. Anyone but you, Roman, versus the King of Kings, the cerebral assassin, Triple H, who once again has some of the best WrestleMania entrances ever. It started out with his wife, Stephanie McMahon, becoming Rita Repulsa, and
this one was better than last year's.
The last year's was garbage. So summoned him as if it was one of her putty monsters. She gave this just elaborate warrior-esque priestess speech, looking fine as hell, by the way. I don't care what anyone says. Steph can still get it. So she has this. She commands these legion of like skull-like warriors with the title belts, of like all the fallen people he's beaten or whatever. I think that's what it represented. It
probably.
And she just summoned him. She sat on a throne. An iron throne of skulls and metal, and summoned Triple H from underneath her and walked forward, and they walked down the ring together as Warrior King and Warrior Queen with their legion of skullhead soldiers. And then Roman Reigns came out. But he had a cool entrance, though. He came out on the stage because there was no way in hell he was going to make it down that damn ramp anymore. We've been there for like 20 fucking minutes him trying to get down the damn steps. He comes out and he does his little punch to the ground and sparks fly up. It was cool because it was in a star shape. It was cool. So this match, despite the fact how he feels about Roman and the authority and all of that shit, this match was straight out of the Attitude Era. You can give me that because a lot of stuff in it would only happen if it was in the 90s. Steph got involved. She got involved with the ring. She slapped the referee, bullied the ref. There was blood. They were hitting everybody with everything, hitting everybody with big moves and stuff. And then Stephanie got speared hard. She took bumps like she did back in the 90s. And then and Roman won clean. He won clean. And then everyone in Dallas booed his ass. But it's okay. It doesn't matter because he's a champion now, and he's going to be champion for probably until Seth comes back.
Probably.
So then that happened. So that was in the WrestleMania. That's how it went off.
Wow.
And then Raw made up for the distaste out of Eric's mouth and Rishi's mouth for WrestleMania. Pretty much
was a lot better.
All right, Raw pretty much is the stipulation between Taker and Shane was that if Shane lost, he got disowned by Vince. If Shane won, he got control over Raw. Well, Vince started out the show. He said, well, my son's stupid. I disown him, whatever. Shane comes out, thanks the audience for letting him be a part of it and everything. Thanks for welcoming him back. Vince is like, you know what? You want Shane to win? You want Shane to run Raw? Fine. Have it. I don't care. Damn it. I'm out. and lets him run Raw the whole night. So pretty much it was NXT Showcase night because he made Apollo Crews debut, he made Baron Corbin debut, and he made my boys.
And
Enzo
you can't
and
teach that.
made my boys Enzo Amore and Big Cass from NXT debut against the Dudley Boys. Like, didn't even wrestle, just shot this monster promo and laid into the Dudleys.
I'm pretty sure that some of that was improv, because if it wasn't, Devon would not have let off that string that he did when Enzo went in on that lazy eye comment.
Yeah, he said a lot of son of bitches over and over again, and you can't hear him on the playback either because he wasn't supposed to say that. But I also think that WWE and that happened, and pretty much they had a number one contendership match, a fatal four-way for the number one contender for the title. Well, it came out to be.
It started out being Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Y2J, and AJ Styles.
Well,
although during the night, Sami Zayn got attacked by Kevin Owens.
My nigga.
So they had to put in a new person for the Fatal 4-Way, and they chose the returning Cesaro.
Jason Statham, who ripped his suit off and then proceeded to run to the ring and fight. Oh, speaking of returning people, pause. We're going to go back to WrestleMania because I'm going to talk about the big bullshit moment of the night.
Oh, my God.
The Rock comes out, does the whole speech of, they beat the attendance record and everything. The Wyatts come out, start talking smack to Rock, which is a good promo. Was a good promo. And Rock was like, well, you want to fight? All right, fine, we'll fight. Rock came to the ring with his gear underneath his clothes. Elbow pads in his pants and everything. Just put them on, and they had a match. It lasted for 13 seconds. Done. Boom. Done. 6 seconds. And then the Wyatts proceed to try and jump the Rock. And then I'm thinking, oh, well, Rock's fucked. No one's going to help him. But there was one man that came to his aid.
And you hear the trumpets.
And you know what his name was?
Yep.
John Cena, who has been nursing a rotator cuff. What was it? Rotator cuff elbow injury?
I forget what it was. It was an arm injury of some variety.
He was supposed to be gone. He was supposed to miss WrestleMania, not be involved in the match or do anything.
He left in what, November?
He left in November, came back.
He left in November, was supposed to be out 8 months.
9 months, because 9 months. 8 months he would have came back last month. 9 months.
No, 8, dude. Time. All right. December, January, February, March, April.
Like I said, he was supposed to miss WrestleMania. Period. Yeah. 5 months. But he hasn't been back on TV since. But wrestling wise, he's done appearances for other places. But he got in the ring, did one move, he did a few spots, and then that was it.
Yeah, which turns out he wasn't actually supposed to do.
Yeah, but he didn't care because Vince can't control him.
Not enough badges, man.
Nope.
Okay. I actually just looked up something going off of one of my previous points, and then I'll be done with this.
All right.
Taker right now is 51.
All right.
Oof.
Guy who just recently retired.
Oh yeah, Sting. Sting retired because his neck couldn't take no more.
Sting just retired. Is 57. And if you watched Sting in the match versus Triple H, and in the match with him versus Seth Rollins before the turnbuckle powerbomb, he had that energy, he had that pep, he had that spark. He did not get gassed. That's what I'm getting at.
It's time to hang up the gloves and call it a day.
But anyway.
But yeah, Uh, that happened. What did I just say?
Cena can't be controlled by
Yeah,
Vince.
yeah. Cena can't be controlled by Vince, but it's okay. So that was the big fuck you, man. It was a big fuck you, but damn it, that man blood. He has a cure for every known disease in his bloodstream. I don't care what you say. He is a mutant. Mutants of Among Us, superhumans of Among Us. He is a Omega level mutant. All right, I'm not gonna care. I'm not kidding you. Something's wrong with that man.
The man
But
has fast healing.
yes, Jesus. Now, that's it for wrestling. Now, on the new and upcoming movies now, because I just want to talk about movies. Because we're talking about mutants and everything, so that reminds me of what's coming out here soon. I was the only one of the three here that went to go see Batman vs. Superman.
You can have it.
I enjoyed it. I got my money's worth. I got my money's worth.
I love Sizo.
No. Okay. I will tell you this. The highlight of the movie itself is Batman. Don't shake your head at me. Batman and Wonder Woman. I got the Batman that we deserved. We needed the one that we deserved. I got angry Arkham Knight Batman. I got Rocksteady Batman. And Gal Gadot did a very damn good job of being Wonder Woman. And I'm excited for her movie. I also did go see I went to go see a lot of movies here recently, but that's the only one that really matters right now. The one that's upcoming next I'm going to go see is possibly Hardcore Henry, which is I'm probably going to watch that tomorrow since I'm off tomorrow. Yay. Hardcore Henry is like the first movie of its kind. It's complete first-person shot movie.
Oh, I've heard about this one.
Yeah, it's part 3 of the Biting Elbows movie series, the music video series. It was those two. It was Sabotage. If you watch them in this order, it's Sabotage and then Bad Motherfucker is the order that you watch them in before going to see Hardcore Henry. Because this movie is like the third spiritual successor of those two, of the story that was being told in the music videos. I don't know much about it. Like, I tried not to look up too much about this because, one, I understood how it's being filmed and stuff. So I was like, all right, cool. This is like one of those indie movies that's going to do really well. It's an interesting way that it's shot. It's a stuntman, of course, but the rig that he has on is a shoulder-mounted camera that comes up like this, and the camera is underneath him, like underneath his neck or his chin. So it'll look like you're here, but instead you're down like right here. It's filming from up here, but it'll be like you're up here. So the stunt actor can do all the stunts and stuff and keep going, which is so cool to me. Also, next, what's this, April now, right? We're in April?
Mm-hmm.
We are.
All right. So, in a couple of weeks, there's a movie that's going to be coming out. And it probably will be the greatest video game to movie translation since Mortal Kombat. Ratchet and Clank is finally getting a movie, and I'm super excited. Like, they actually... It's a reboot, too, by the way. It's a video game series reboot as well. They have a game coming out like the week before the movie comes out to help you ease your way into it. So it's cool. It's a nice little tie-in. You pay $10 to go to the movie and pay $60 for a game to keep going. So there you go.
And like I've seen the preview for the new Ratchet and Clank games, and I'm so happy they're going back to the original formula.
I mean, Ratchet and Clank is a very beloved character. It was one of those like sleeper characters. It was during the time where a lot of the duo-esque characters were coming back. Like after like Banjo and Kazooie died off and stuff like that, a lot of these characters started coming back. I bring this up because Death Battle, they just recently did theirs between Bowser and Ganondorf. You should check that out if you haven't seen it yet. And well, their next one is Ratchet and Clank versus another duo team, Jack and
Jack and
Daxter.
Daxter.
Yes.
Oh shit.
So I was really happy to know that Ratchet and Clank. I know that there's supposed to be a Sly Cooper movie coming out because there was like a trailer for it like a long time ago that they released. And hopefully, if this does well, that they'll kind of like keep pushing it to go like maybe whoever's like funding the Sly Cooper movie to give them some more money to hurry up and finish what they got to do. I don't want them to rush it because I don't like rushed products. I really hate rushed movies. We all know how that turns out. But what are some other movies that are coming out,
Well,
Sazo?
as a quick aside, apparently, one of our favorite games actually released a DLC pack to coincide with Hardcore Henry that actually has a character from Hardcore Henry now in the game. Payday 2 has released a Jimmy character pack
Oh
for
shit!
free.
I like free things. Not really. Well, yes, I do. But free things are cool. But I don't mind paying for things either. But that's dope. I kind of can't play Payday anymore.
Yeah, you can.
No, I can't because of what I do now for a living.
Yeah, you can.
No.
You can still play.
No. I don't like jail. But what are some other movies that are coming out, Sizo? I know you had a list pulled up.
We've got X-Men Apocalypse. We've got Alice Through the Looking Glass. We've got Captain America: Civil War.
Team Cap, baby.
Oh, Team Cap! I'm so excited. Your
registration.
We've got the Warcraft movie that's coming out. I know in the works there's an Assassin's Creed movie. I don't know if it's coming out soon.
It comes out at the end of this year.
Well,
they finished it.
That's what
They
I thought.
finished it. Good old Michael Fassbender.
But yeah.
Will I have a day one patch?
No, it's DLC. You have to buy it. You buy it when you go in to buy your ticket. You have to give out $20 extra to be able to see the rest of the movie.
Don't joke, man. Don't joke.
What are you talking about? The Warcraft movie, I can't even get into the lobby to go see the damn thing.
Oh, and the Jungle Book.
Okay, can we talk about Jungle Book real quick?
Let's do it.
I'm actually really excited for this movie. Not only is because my wife is in it and playing something that I can't stand, but the cast for it is amazing. You have Idris Elba playing Shere Khan, Ben Kingsley playing Bagheera. You got Bill Murray being Baloo, which I find hilarious. You got Christopher Walken playing King Louis.
I can't.
Who is a giant fucking orangutan.
I can't.
And Scarlett Johansson
Of the Swingers. Oh, the Jungle VIP.
Man's Red Fire. Flower.
I want to be like you. Ooh.
And Carlito Espinosa, the guy that you've seen from Breaking Bad that played Gus, and among other villain characters, plays Mowgli's father, the wolf leader, pack leader, and I can't pronounce her name, but she was the big googly-eyed alien in Star Wars. She's playing his mother. And Scarlett's playing the snake thing, and I can't remember her name. But how it's shot, it's directed by Jon Favreau, the guy who did like the first two, Iron Man movies. That's the reason why he didn't do Iron Man 3, because he wanted to do this movie. And most of it is shot in CG. It's mostly CGI. Like 90% of it is CGI. Only like probably 10% that's actually human is Mowgli. That's it. And it's since he's a small child, everyone is giant. Like all the animals are bigger than what they would look like. King Louie is like the size of King Kong almost. It's damn right scary. And
Then he
it's a
opens his
good
mouth.
what?
Then he just starts talking. Oh, what's up?
Yeah. And I'm excited. I'm gonna go watch it. It's Disney. It's a Disney live action movie, and it probably will be my favorite Disney live action movie. I'm sorry, I didn't really like the Alice. I don't like any of the live action Disney movies that have come out in a long time.
Really?
Alice is one of them. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's cool.
I'm kind of Johnny Depped out.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
And
I
Tim
have to
Burton,
agree with you.
like, I'm really tired of looking at his face. He's good people, but I'm tired of it. What else was on that list? X-Men Apocalypse, of course. Going to go watch that.
Oh, there was one that we mentioned before we went live, and I'm just sitting there going, okay, how's that supposed to be a movie?
What is it? What was it? I forgot.
The Angry Birds movie.
Oh, yeah, it's another video game movie.
Oh, I saw a trailer for it, and I was just like, I don't get it.
They made a backstory for the Angry Birds game.
Yeah, like they tell you why the guy's so angry.
Why all the birds meet up in an anger management group, and that's how they all become friends. And then the pigs come to their island to steal their eggs.
Oh, I must have seen a more up-to-date trailer than you, buddy.
What?
Because it centers around the red bird.
Well, yeah, it's his.
And like all the birds are just like, yeah, have a nice day. And he's like, hey, screw you. And he's just the grumpiest bird. The pigs roll up, and the birds are like, what's a pig? What do pigs do? And the pigs are like, oh, we're cool, I guess. And so the pigs are secretly trying to take all the eggs. And the angry bird, who's a dick to everyone, is just like, no, go away, pigs. Am I the only one that sees what they're doing? And the mayor is just like, no, it's fine. It's fine. You're being rude to our guests. Please ignore him. And so him, the woodpecker, the yellow bird, and the blackbird go and try and figure stuff out. I don't know.
The blackbird is. I will tell you who the blackbird is voiced by. It is voiced by Danny McBride, the most foul-mouthed motherfucker I've ever met. Jason Sudeikis, I think, voices Red, and I don't know who voices Yellowbird, but they have to find this big eagle that's in charge of the island, like their legendary hero and stuff. They find his oasis, and they're fucking thirsty, so they're drinking out of the oasis down there, and there's a big waterfall, and they look up and was like, oh, look, it's him. It's bald. It's Eagle. It's the eagle. Eagle's just waking up.
Oh my god.
To piss in the water that they're drinking. What?
Apparently, that's just funny. Who's playing the eagle?
Is it John Hamm?
No.
Who is
Peter
it?
Dinklage.
Yep.
I'm done. I'm done.
Maybe he'll put in a better performance than he did when he voiced in Destiny.
What are you talking about? There was only one voice actor for Destiny. Nolan North. Only Nolan North. Did you get that patch? You did not get that patch? But there's a lot of movies coming out, and once again, another one I'm really excited for is TMNT 2. I don't give a damn what you say. I don't care about the Michael Bay Turtles, because guess what? I enjoy them. I get my money's worth out of them. Versus what other people think. Oh, Michael Bay's raped my childhood. Please stop saying that. You should be happy that you're even getting movies like this, like Transformers. The fourth one was bad. Oh, it was real bad. But I'm excited that I get a Turtles movie with Casey Jones. Casey Jones, yo, April.
He's not enough Casey for me.
He's short-haired. He's short-haired, Casey.
When he started speaking, I was like, Get out of my trailer. Someone patch this.
Fast, just give him a wig, damn it. I want Island Arrow to be you.
As far as upcoming movies, the only one that I really want to see is Keanu.
Oh God, you would want to go see that. Well, I'm not going to say I do want to see that one too.
I was about to say.
I do, cause I like Key and Peele. There's a lot of horror movies coming out too, but
Yeah.
I do want to see Keanu just to give me a good laugh out of that. But okay, the Turtles movie. Look, I get Bebop and Rocksteady and a good Shredder. I'm fine. I'm great. I finally get to see Bebop and Rocksteady on the big screen. My two bumbling goofballs of henchmen are finally get some screen time, and I'm excited. And Krang, because I lost my shit when I saw that trailer at the Super Bowl when Krang showed up. So it's going to be a good year for me when it comes to movies. Take all my money.
I mean, it's just a good year, period. I mean, they're going to be taking all my money, too.
I get Doctor Strange at the end of the year.
Yep. They're doing The Legend of Tarzan. That kind of looks interesting.
It does, but most of my female friends only want to go see it because what's his name is in it. Didn't I had one friend, I told her that, there's a movie coming out, Legend of Tarzan, and it's like, she was like, I don't care. Oh, Sarsgaard's in it. What? Put that trailer on. What? You said you did. I don't care. Put the trailer on.
I think I'm just a little jaded at that because it's just one of those things of Hollywood is not coming up with anything new. So they're like, let's just remake all of this shit.
And you want to know why? Because people out there don't like new things. When they're given new things, they rather live in their nostalgia cocoons and relive that.
No, it's because the new shit that was coming out was worth absolute shit.
Not all the new stuff was bad.
Not all of it was.
But some of it was really, really bad.
Most of it was.
We're speaking about nostalgia cocoons. I'm actually excited for the new Ghostbusters. I don't care. Fight me.
I actually want to see what they're gonna do with it.
Yeah, it's an all-female led team. It stars Kristen Wiig, Megan McCarthy.
Don't you mean Melissa?
Melissa McCarthy. I keep getting her mixed up. Melissa McCarthy. Leslie Jones. She's from SNL. And my other girl. It really sucks I can't remember her name, but she does a lot of good stuff on SNL too. Look it up. Look her name up for me. Real quick.
I'm looking.
Because I'm looking right at her. Kaylee. It starts with a K.
Kate McKinnon.
There you go, Kate McKinnon, and she's in it. And I still don't know what it is, where it fits in the timeline. If it is, the trailer starts out with 30 years, or 30 years later or so. 4 friends save the world and everything. But I don't know where it fits in. If it's a not necessarily a reboot, but like a continuation. Like, did the other Ghostbusters exist in this world beforehand, like 30 years ago, and they all just died or just gave up or something?
Wow.
That's the only way that's the only thing I feel like I don't know where it fits in the universe. I'm excited because one, I'm not one of those dudes where, oh God, they're girls, I don't want. No, fuck that. Let them. Those 4 women can act their ass off and they're funny.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the way the ghosts are done. Everyone was complaining about, oh, the ghosts are stupid. They did it better in the 80s. You go back and watch that movie. While I do love the Ghostbusters, the effects in that were good for at the time, but now we have better stuff now.
The effects have not aged well.
No.
Unfortunately.
No, they haven't. But it's okay. It's still a good movie. But you need to know when to tap out and admit that, hey, these are cool because they actually have actual people being the ghosts and wearing the actual outfits and stuff, and they just go over them and make them blue and stuff. So there's an actual person in them instead of them acting to like a floating ball in the sky. And they get their own custom weapons. Like Kate McKinnon's character, she's the inventor and the scientist. Like she makes all the gear. She gives herself 2 dual wielding proton guns.
All right.
Two proton pistols. Melissa McCarthy gets a gauntlet that punches ghosts.
All right.
And that's all you saw in the trailer. So I'm thinking each one of them has like a custom weapon or so that's built to them. So I get everything I want out of that movie, and I'm all right, and I'm still gonna go see it. So
I'm looking forward to Suicide Squad.
of course, did you hear what they did?
About what?
So because of what happened with Batman versus Superman or whatever. By the way, it's losing money now because it didn't make enough. It didn't make a lot like they did the first week. They're doing reshoots for it
What?
to add more comedy in it.
Oh. All right. Well, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'm hoping. Cause, yeah.
I want to see Cartel Joker. I'm excited to see Cartel. I call him Cartel Joker because he looks like a cartel boss.
Yeah, he
Sorry.
does. Oh man, he does.
I want to see Baby Girl as Harley, which fuck all the Harley haters out there. You can get over it. She's had different interpretations over the years, and honestly, this one seems the more realistic. I'm sorry. Bang. Anyway. And I get to see Deadpool, or not Deadpool, sorry. Deathstroke.
Yeah, I still haven't seen that.
Why have you not seen that movie? You know what?
Do I
You don't
really
even
have to explain it?
You don't even have to, because guess what? It comes out on DVD in like a few months anyway, so you could just
Exactly.
you could buy it on Blu-ray.
It's so
Done.
good. That's so good. I love
Speaking of which, we also received a word that Ryan Reynolds went ahead and signed on for Deadpool 2.
I can't even get excited about it because you haven't seen the movie yet, so I can't talk about why that's
Yep.
important.
I'm glad that they're actually going with, I was pretty sure that they were going to at least leave it to where there was possibility of a sequel, and I'm glad to see that they're actually doing it.
Yep.
I'm wondering, have either of you heard of Sausage Party?
I
Yes.
What are your thoughts? Because I saw the trailer, because it was just floating around, and I was like, hey, what's this? And I was like, oh, this is cute, I guess. And then I was like, oh, I figured out who's directing this movie. I figured out who's in this movie. Oh no, here we go.
That was my thought.
have. My thing was, I'm listening like what you were. I'm like, why do I hear Seth Rogen's voice?
Yeah.
Why do I hear Danny McBride's voice? Wait a minute. There's
Buckle.
never anything less than an R. Why
Buckle
are you here?
Buckle in.
Sausage Party is pretty much, that cool ass, when you go to the grocery store, you buy up all your groceries and stuff. Well, guess what? They're alive. They're sentient things that you eat
And
that don't know they're getting eaten.
yeah, the worst part is they think being chosen by you and like being chosen is like going to the other side, like going to Nirvana. And, like,
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go.
It's just reaching the epitome of just pure joy. And, you bring them in, you set them on the counter, and they're just like, man, this is the best. Like, guys, I'm so glad that we all get to share in this moment. And there's this potato who's Irish, of course. And he's picked up, and they're like, oh, you're the first to go, you're the first that's chosen. And he's like, he starts singing "Oh Danny Boy," the pipes, and then they start peeling with a potato, and he starts screaming, and you're just like, oh, I see what this movie's about now. Oh no.
I can't help but flash to Food Fight. Partially.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh man.
It is, it was rough. Like, oh god, I didn't know what to deal with. It was like, usually nothing like this bothers me, but it was just like I got into like it started like a Pixar movie.
Yep.
It started like a Pixar movie. I'm thinking, oh, okay.
Oh, it did. It did completely.
What the fuck is going on? That's when it changed, when the shit got real.
And then the Fire Nation attacked.
Damn right. Damn right.
And then,
But
I'm gonna watch it.
I am. I need that laugh.
Oh,
Yeah. Now speaking of things that people, that are meant for adults are getting pissed about for no damn reason.
Since we've already ripped on movies, and I went ahead and ripped on a video game franchise that's getting a movie.
Blizzard, what the hell?
Let's talk about some issues with video games now.
Let's talk about Tracer Booty. Bootygate 2006.
For those of you who don't know, Blizzard is getting ready to release Overwatch.
Which is, I'm really kind of excited for it, to be honest with you.
It looks really good.
I like games with cool characters. It's a MOBA, even though Saizo knows that I can't stand MOBAs at all. Like, at all. If you make it fun enough for me, I'll play it. So, recently in the news...
It depends on what it is for me.
So,
I'm Korean, so it doesn't matter.
that's day one for you.
Is there a ranking system? I must be on top.
I must be on top. We're playing tic-tac-toe. Leaderboards?
Does a tic-tac-toe leaderboard? Oh, hell no.
But anyway,
yeah. Oh, go ahead, talk about this.
they've been releasing, bits and pieces so people can see what they're doing and all that. And one of the things that came under fire was the character Tracer and her victory pose.
Now pause. Pause.
Yeah.
Now Tracer was the fan favorite. When they first introduced the game, everyone loved some Tracer. Oh my God, she's a cute little Aussie girl that jumps through time and stuff. Fan favorite, everyone loved her. Well, they showed a screenshot of her victory pose.
Hold on, I'm bringing up a screenshot.
Please put it up there. All right, so this was the pose that got Blizzard into hot water with every type of group that considers themselves a justice group for some. God damn, you have so many fucking tabs. Oh,
Yeah, I know.
for some weird reason. All right, and can you pull up the one that they replaced it with?
Well, hold on. Let's discuss what exactly happened before we get into that. So there were a bunch of people that complained.
Get the side-by-side one over there. The 3-day one. Yeah, to get that one.
There were a bunch of people that complained, saying that it was over-sexualized, being the one on the left here.
That one looks more comfortable than the one that they decided to go with.
Yeah.
Giving her 20s pinup pose, which accentuates everything worse than what that would be, what it was to begin with.
I don't see how the one on the right is much better, but I can see that Blizzard is just in full troll mode.
Like,
Yeah.
you can't come at Blizzard, like, at all.
Actually, Blizzard's not even in troll mode at this point. Blizzard just went...
Fuck you. What do we want?
They went full heel.
They went full heel. So, this day and age about over-sexualizing characters and no, you can't do that, blah, blah, blah. It's a fucking video game. They're all just digits. ones and zeros at the end of the day. And ink and paper, it doesn't matter. Jesus. If you type in Tracer booty, you probably will get worse pictures than that.
Probably. I'm not about to try it.
Don't do that, not on air. Oh, please don't. God knows. I don't want to get flagged.
Well, my screen's not being shared right now, so...
I don't give a damn. YouTube's being stupid anyway, stupid ass. Fuck YouTube, God.
But no,
Jesus.
the funny thing is, the groups and the people that had the problem with the first image didn't say jack shit about the second one.
Because they feel like they've won some battle when you did nothing.
At least be consistent.
Oh, we won! Yay! They changed it. Now to the next thing we'll just yell about for no damn reason. But it's Tracer. They haven't even seen the other poses of the other female characters that they have.
I mean, damn.
You have a lady assassin that wears a cat suit.
Yep.
Does this make any sense to any of y'all?
No! Everyone's just trying to find something to bitch about. That's the day and age now. That's what 2015 was. Now it's bleeding into 2016. We're just going to bitch about stuff just to be bitching about it. You're stupid, people. There's other things to fight for or fight about. Damn.
Yeah, like most people, fighting about, what console's better because of the graphics.
Which is a stupid ass thing too. And you know what? Because it won't matter in a little bit because Microsoft, everyone shits on Microsoft. Oh, Microsoft's gay. Microsoft is stupid. You gotta pay to play, blah, blah. They're the ones that's been trying to work on crossplay for the past 2 years.
Yeah.
When that happened,
although there is a game that allows crossplay out right now.
Yep, Rocket League.
Yes. Rocket League allows for PC and PS4.
Yeah, and Xbox One.
And Xbox One.
Yeah.
To all play at the same time.
But Microsoft, as you deem them the villains of everything, are actually trying to combine all the universes together and have one big happy family.
But no, my whole thing about everyone bitching with the console war and everything else. Okay. Sizo and Nav and I were talking about this before the show, and we came to, I believe, mostly a consensus about it. I mean, yeah, there are certain types of games, like Sizo was saying, if it's a first-person shooter, he wants a controller in his hand.
That's just
or a
my
racer.
preference.
That's a personal preference. Mm-hmm. If it's a real-time strategy, he wants a mouse. Probably not one like this, but a mouse. That's a personal preference. If it's a personal preference as to if you want a controller over a mouse or whatever, that's fine. But if you're saying that, this console is better because it can run at, 1080, who gives a fucks?
Look at this blade of grass here. Look at it move. Look how clean it moves, like real grass.
I can.
Okay, are you playing Grass Simulator? If not, get the fuck on with your game.
I think a game like when I was streaming, there was what game was I playing where it looked like the Tomb Raider? That game was beautiful.
Yeah,
that game was beautiful. Everyone was like, "You should play on PC." I don't want to. But why? It's better. No, it's not. You can take it anywhere. I don't want to take my computer with me everywhere. Maybe I want to socialize with people and be with the people that I'm hanging out with and not play video games.
Novel concept, I know. Give it a shot. It may actually work.
Yeah. Like, I enjoy... I enjoy playing on my console. I enjoy playing on my computer when I have, like, the room to house games and stuff. With an Xbox, well, guess what? I could go spend 60 or like $30 and get a little memory card and stick in it to expand my memory. Well, I ran out of memory on my laptop. I gotta go spend more money, twice as much as that for that little memory card to be able to do all that extra work, to install it and do all that mess.
To me, it personally doesn't matter if it's a controller or a mouse. If it's on PC and I want to play it on PC, I'm gonna play it on PC. If it looks better on a console, I don't give a shit. It's what I want to play it on. Now,
And
if it's an exclusive, and I happen to have the system, yeah, I'm gonna fucking get it for the system. Because it's a fucking exclusive. That's what a fucking exclusive is.
mm-hmm. Shit,
I mean,
making me get a PS4 just so I could play fucking
Kingdom
Uncharted
Hearts 3.
4. No, I actually am probably going to get Kingdom Hearts 3 for the Xbox.
No. Well, damn.
If I had the PS4 before it comes out, then yeah, I'll probably get it that because I started it on the PlayStation and I gotta finish it.
And see that's you know, that's more of a tradition thing. It just feels right on there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
and honestly, is not the point of video games entertainment? If it entertains you, then it has successfully accomplished its mission. It doesn't matter whether you're a Sony kid, a Nintendo kid, maybe you're a PC guy. It doesn't matter. Ultimately, if you are finding enjoyment from the game, you're winning. Congratulations.
You win at life.
What was it that you were saying, Mav? There's 3 steps. Step 1. Does your system of choice play the game?
Yes.
Step 2.
Are you having fun playing the game?
If yes, are you having fun? Step 3. If yes, shut the fuck up and keep playing.
Yeah. Oh, what was it? No, it's like well, you can get more stuff on the computer. Well, I'm not trying to do heavy modded games and stuff. Maybe I just want to play the game and everything. And
you know, I understand mod communities. I do. I understand it because there are some things like, okay, when we play, Left 4 Dead.
yeah,
It's cool to have different character models, different. You want your fucking pumpkin spice for the goddamn pills. I
do.
understand that.
pumpkin spice is the best thing in the world.
Basic white bitch.
Damn right. Damn right.
But no, that's one thing. That's adding a level of comedy. That's adding a level of fun.
And plus, we've played that game over and over again. Like we played the hell out of it.
Saya, for whenever she has, whenever she plays, the tank music is AJ Lee's theme. Whenever I play, it plays King of the Hill because it's, Tank Hill.
Not kidding. He does that.
I do. I'm not 100% not kidding. That's what I have because I can actually hear it. And it makes me not freak the fuck out and makes me go, okay, let me just shoot this bastard.
Yeah. And honestly, look, if you're enjoying the game, do it. And most of the time, half the people now playing games aren't
They don't
buying
really even enjoy it.
Aren't buying it. They just pirate every damn thing.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, I haven't really touched a whole lot of my consoles. Like the newer consoles and everything, I haven't really touched. The newest thing I have is the Wii U. I haven't touched my 360 and overall I fired up GTA 5 on it a couple of days ago, but I mean overall I haven't really touched that. Whenever I find free time here, I've been going back through some of my older systems. I've been going back through the Dot Hack series on my PS2.
Well, that takes a lifetime.
No, it doesn't.
Actually,
not for the first 4.
If we're talking lifetime, Disgaea, I'm done.
What do you mean? There's
It's
more than
now
one
out on
Disgaea.
Steam.
Oh
Disgaea just got released on the PC.
Oh yeah, my fiance got it for me.
How is it on the PC?
When we first had it, there was a lot of problems, especially with the item world random generation. Sometimes it would generate an unwinnable situation, and you would just have to quit.
Oh yeah.
They've patched it. It runs a lot smoother, and I have no complaints. I just kind of play it. And it's the remastered version, so it's the same version they had, voice actor wise, for the PSP one or the PS Vita.
Okay. I know that there have been some issues with porting over and whatnot that, for instance, great game on GameCube. Great game on GameCube. Got ported over to PC. Turned into absolute shit, and that was Tales of Symphonia.
They put Tales of Symphonia on the PC.
Yes.
Wait, didn't they put Chrono Trigger on the PC too?
Not that I'm aware of.
Did they? Because I know they ported it somewhere.
No, it's now in the Virtual Console that you
There
can
we go.
only get if you have a new 3DS, motherfuckers. That's
Bitch.
another fucking thing.
Bitch, I don't have a new 3DS. I have a 3DS XL. I have a normal one.
I don't even have the XL.
I don't even have an XL, but mine's Saints Purple, motherfucker.
It's got battle scars.
But no, that's another thing that actually pisses me off. Okay, there's plenty of GBA titles that run just fine on the old 3DS. But for the new games and whatnot, like for some of the new Super Nintendo games, I mean, granted, okay. I already have Earthbound on my Wii and on my Wii U and in a couple of other places. I don't need it on my 3DS. It would be nice to have it on my 3DS, but I can't get it because I don't have a new 3DS. Their whole reasoning is because now they've updated it to where the emulation is pixel perfect. That's exactly my thought math.
Oh, okay. Like, I mean,
But-
I'm going to, okay, look, here's, real talk though. When it comes to Nintendo, Saizo knows, and you know how long it took me to get this, how long I waited to buy this thing.
Yeah.
And I bought it. Then the next year, hey, the new 3DS XL is coming out. Oh, okay, well, I don't necessarily need it right now. I got Monster Hunter. Fucking need it. But it's okay because I worked with that handicap of mine and not having the controller to turn my camera around. I'm fine without it. But by the end of this year, I will have a new one. I will have a new 3DS XL, only so I can play Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Oh. Oh.
Because I can't quit it.
I can't either.
And I need to be a Pokemon trainer. I need to be the very best.
It's just,
Ever since Blue, I can't stop.
I'm sorry, wait, what? Blue?
Yeah.
Red, son.
Excuse me?
I said red. Red is better.
I mean, that's cute. But blue.
But fuck blue. Like, especially going for me because blue's my favorite color. Red, though, dog.
Red's my favorite color, dog.
What about yellow?
Don't nobody give a fuck about yellow.
I played yellow, too. Yellow is straight cheat mode because it's like, man, which one of these starters do I want? Here, have Pikachu. Oh, okay, that's cool, I guess. Here's Charmander. I'm sorry about hurting your feelings. Oh, well, that's cool. Here's Bulbasaur. Oh, where's that Squirtle at, though? Next town over. Here's Squirtle. And you're just like, all right, done.
Pokemon Yellow was nothing but the anime. Pokemon the anime. That's all it was. It was just the anime edition because that's all it was.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to throw that in there since you were doing the red versus blue back and forth, and I'm just like, yellow?
Fuck yellow.
I mean, I'm sorry. My personal favorite is silver.
All right. Hey, guess what? All right. There you go, sir. Silver is the best.
All right.
It's Lugia, dog.
I mean, that's just the one I got. My little brother got Crystal?
Yeah, Crystal was the third one.
With Suicune or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got the fancy one. I was like, I'm cool with silver. Done.
All right. Speaking of Pokemon and stuff, all right. Since I don't have a Wii U, I personally don't have a Wii U, but few of my
tournament.
Pokken, yeah.
Pokken.
I was like,
oh my god.
One of my coworkers has it, and he was going to bring it over for us to play next time we had game night or something. I was okay with. I'm looking forward to this game. I know it's been out for a while, but I haven't had a chance to play it. I only want to play it for one character, and everyone knows that.
Actually, there might be two things that you want to play it for.
I would have raised hell if my boy wasn't in it because.
Well, that's one.
Ooh. I actually don't want to do Pikachu, Luchador.
Really?
I don't.
That actually surprises me. I'm
surprised
you're not wanting to do Pikalucha.
I want to
bring people to the Casa de Pikalucha.
I want to stun them. I want to do a Stone Cold Stun Vault on them. But because I was looking at it and I was like, why is the tail shaped weird? And then I realized it's the female luchador.
Female luchador.
I don't mind that, but it was like, damn it.
Oh man.
In my head, I was like, oh, I already had stuff planned. But then I was like, okay. I get Sexy Star. Oh, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love female luchadors. You watch Lucha Underground, you'll understand why. But it was like, damn. Oh well, I'll probably still play her.
I've actually watched some gameplay. And
So have I.
watching Machamp.
What, go Kaioken on people?
Yeah. Let me guess, Sizo. You were watching the Game Grumps play it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I love the Grumps. Oh.
But
And-
Casa de Pica Lucha.
Don't block. I need this.
Cool.
But no, seriously, I am looking forward to it. Like, I want to know if there'll be more characters, whatever. They just like, that's it. I'm sorry, I live in an age now where I expect DLC for anything. Doesn't matter what it is.
You know what? I want to make a game where there's just no DLC. I just want to drop the game, and then like the DLC is hidden in the game, but you don't have to like pay for it. You just have to, I don't know, get an achievement or something. And then people
So
are
you
going.
mean
Old school.
Yeah, pretty much. And then people are going to demand DLC, and I'm going to go,
It's in there.
no.
so you mean like Street Fighter 5? Yeah, like all the
Yeah.
all the stuff is there, like all the extra costumes and stuff. You don't have to pay for it. You buy the game and you just play the game and unlock everything. You use the in-game currency. If say you keep fighting and you keep winning, you get money. You use that currency. You don't use your cold hard cash. You use that money to pay for it.
Oh my god, actually a complete game release in, the last year.
I won't say that. It's done. It's a complete game. It's the actual cinematic story mode. You know how like Mortal Kombat X had theirs?
Yeah.
Well, the game that you got, each one of the characters has like a prologue story that you play through.
No, okay.
It's like 3 to 4 matches for the character. Lara is Bay. You play through it, and it sets you up for when that drops, when the cinematic actual story drops. You'll already know everybody's backstory and how everyone's invested and how everybody's entwined into it. And then you go head on to it. But it gives you time to... I didn't mind. Everyone got pissed about that. I was like, well, why did you give it to us now? Because we want you to play the fucking game. Like, we want you to play the game.
Look, it's a game that's actually completed upon release.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
They're going to drop it and when it's time. Like, because there's other characters coming out. Like, Alex got released. And, I think other side bay, Juri Han's in it. And other side bay, Ibiku, is one of the DLC characters and stuff like that. So I'm fine. Like, Capcom, you did good. Keep going. You made it interesting. I don't like the way some of the characters look, but that's okay because Ken looks weird in the face. I don't even mind his Under Armour sponsored gear. That's cool. That's fine. It's his face is what's fucked up.
Hey, at least I didn't slap Jimmy Jones on it.
I would really like that. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, like these games now, when it comes to like on this DLC, oh, we gotta pay for it. Well, look here. There was a time where one of my favorite games, I'm sorry, Capcom has to be put in place for this one. You know I love Capcom, despite that it hurts me. I still love it. There was a game, one of my favorite games, Asura's Wrath. Well, you finished that game with the disc. All right, it's done. No, the DLC, the true ending came in form of DLC packet, which I never bought. I didn't buy it. I didn't know it existed. until I got rid of the Xbox. And then someone was like, "Did you finish the game?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" Yeah, the 2 matches between Ryu and Akuma. No, the true ending. What? And then he proceeded to show me the true ending, and I was mad for about a week.
Yeah.
It's kind of bad that and it's just the fault of the market. I mean, both creator and consumer, that it's more profitable to have DLC. It's you know, it's just evolution. As we the consumers state, hey, I'm willing to give you more money for add-ons. Then one company goes, what if I only give you half a game? Will you pay more for the other half? And we said, yeah, let's do that. And so, I mean,
Oh, and don't forget, it's also, hey, we want this game out now. We want it now. We want it now. We
yeah,
want it now. We want it
yeah.
now.
The
And
now,
they
now,
have to
now.
rush.
And then, of course,
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
oh,
Which
damn.
won't be, there won't be one this year. There won't be one this year.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Ubisoft
Is
was
hell
like,
freezing over?
no. Technically, yes. Yes, it is, because the Division is their new thing. Which, by the way, if you haven't played the Division, it's actually pretty dope as hell.
I have a couple of friends who have played it, and they said it's really good.
That's been my relaxing game. Played the hell out of it. But yeah, it's the gimme, gimme, gimme more, gimme now, gimme more, gimme now. And well, you remember that scene with I Love Lucy with the conveyor belt and the cupcakes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what's happening to the gaming industry right now.
it is
Yeah.
becoming a clusterfuck,
Yes.
and no one really knows how to fix it.
You know what kind of amazes me? Recently, I say recently, last month I picked up Stardew Valley. And I
Okay.
don't know if either of you two know anything about it.
I've seen a bit of it.
It's, a guy who really liked Harvest Moon, and he was like, you know what? There isn't another one. Like, so he made this, and it's indie, it's just him, and I've clocked about 49 hours into it, and it is the most peaceful game I've ever played, and it's just this one guy, and he constantly is updating it. So I feel like the video game market did this weird like split. It used to be, complete products, and then half of the industry, well, no, I'd say 3/4, went DLC, and the remaining amount was just like, well, the only way I'm going to make it big is if I make my own idea, and so it becomes indie. At least that's how I feel.
And we actually have a comment from one of our other hosts who can't be with us tonight, Jolly Yellow.
Yeah.
And Sizo's description is why we now live in an era where you pay $60 to pre-order an unfinished game with promises of getting the rest of the content later for a price.
Mm-hmm. See, the word that when I see it, I still don't quite comprehend it. Season pass. You mean the rest of my game?
And
Well, okay.
now I will say this: I have paid for season passes, and it's worked in my favor.
Mav and I both have.
Yep. A few.
Borderlands.
Yeah.
Borderlands.
And when Battleborn comes out, if it has a season pass, I'm probably gonna buy that too. Hell, I bought the damn Division DLC pack or season pass.
Borderlands, you knew what you were getting. You were getting add-ons to the story that was outside of the original story.
Yes.
Yeah, the original story was a completed thing.
It was a completed story arc.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's just like, hey, you want some more? Here's a new story.
All right. Here's a little bit more. Here's a little bit more. Here's a little bit more.
Here's a
And
lot
let's
more.
You want some
throw in a
dessert? Boom! Here, have that with a side of tears and sadness. That's what you get for asking for all that shit. Cry it out.
And without realizing it, we're gonna drop the entire dessert on top of you from 20 stories up and hide a brick somewhere in it called Cromrax.
Yep. But no, here's my thing. Fallout 4, which I fucking love. I bought the DLC pack for that because actually, or the season pass for that because actually it was more beneficial because I like playing that game.
Mhm.
Ow, shit.
But you knew based on the past
Mhm.
with
Bethesda.
with Bethesda's other games, with one exception that I can think of, Rage,
Yeah.
you were getting a full, complete story that was
And
good
more.
and more in the original game, and then other shit would be added in.
Mhm.
Not this. Okay, here's 50 to 75% of the story. We're gonna come out with the other somewhere down the line.
But it'll be there. There's no, what was it? There was a game that it came out, it fucked up bad. No, it was Arkham Knight for PC.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
god.
When that's another thing about, hey, console versus PC. Well,
Oh.
at least my shit gets ready for console and it's out and shipped out versus, hey, we're gonna make a PC port for it. When does it come out? Yeah, like 3 months later. No, I want to go play the game now, so let's go buy it. Where it shit the bed completely. By the way, still haven't finished that game. Shit the bed completely. Got pulled off the marketplace. Canceled all the season passes, and was like, "Hey, we're sorry. Here you go. Here it is again." And I don't think anybody I know that got it for the PC ever went back to it. Like, it was just a travesty. Some things don't work out that way.
Travesty is putting that lightly.
I don't know any natural disasters I can talk about that won't piss people off to compare
It was
to.
a train wreck that like went headlong into an orphanage.
I mean, Batman stock. But just the company it's a more of like, gamers need to stop wanting. I understand that you want good games. That's great. But good things, what's that stupid triangle thing that when you make stuff? Cheap, good, and what is it? Cheap, fast, and good, or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, active gamers need to look at that and realize what you're asking for. Pretty much, you're ruining your own content because you're constantly wanting more. I want it now. I want it quick. I want it now.
If
And
you
then
want it,
games.
if you want a completed thing, you're gonna want the triangle.
Yeah.
Pick two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want it cheap and fast? Well, it's not going to be good. So, stupid.
But no,
just wait.
Gamers as a whole need to stop.
That instant gratification bullshit.
I don't know what happened, but I mean, growing up, no one released an unfinished game.
No one.
Yeah. I
And
think
if
it's
it
because
was unfinished,
I think it's because growing up they didn't have the ability to.
Yeah, no.
Like
You
it
had
wasn't-
oversight.
Yeah, it was no option. Like, I mean, the cartridge games, you have a cartridge.
Yeah.
The
It
closest,
had to be done.
yeah, before you shipped it out. Yeah.
and if it didn't, well, you get GoldenEye, where there's just an empty fucking place all the way over there in the thing. What was that for? It was supposed to be something we didn't finish. Don't worry about it.
Well, no, I actually found out something the other day. GoldenEye's multiplayer thing, that was added a month before it was actually supposed to be released, because they wanted it in there and they knew that if they put it in there earlier, it would have been shot down by the publishers. So they didn't give the publishers time to shoot it down.
They're like, ready, set, go. Yeah.
But no, I mean, the gamers, get a hold of yourselves.
You just gotta mellow out and just.
If you want a good game, you're gonna have to wait for it. And as much as that sucks, it's how the industry is supposed to work.
Just calmeth thy tits. That's it.
Hell, y'all lost y'all shit last year when you found out Fallout 4 was coming out, and it was coming out at the end of the year.
I did lose my shit
You didn't know because guess what? They didn't fucking tell you.
because they wanted to wait until they were ready. Yeah.
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 Just be patient.
look at Cyberpunk 2077. They don't
Okay,
have a
he's about
release date. They're just like, it'll be done when it's done.
Yeah. And what's that other game with the it's by the people that did Heavy Rain and shit that's coming out. It was like a tech demo of a robot getting put together. Chicago something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Dang, what can I think of its name?
It's kind of bugging me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one came out of nowhere, and I'm thinking, oh, it's just a tech demo for like later on for some just graphics demo, whatever. Didn't realize they made it into a full game. Didn't know it was a thing until at E3 when they said it. Hey, it's real. And if you want to talk about waiting for so damn long, hey, motherfuckers, I've been waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3 for God knows how long when I was in high school.
Speaking of video games and waiting, VR.
That can stay the hell on. I don't care.
Speaking of video games and waiting, Nintendo, get off your asses with one of the IPs that you have and make a new goddamn F-Zero.
It'll be there. They got to get Star Fox out of the way first.
See, my hope and dream is that they've secretly been working on it this whole time, and they're just polishing it, and then they're just gonna one day just drop it on the market, like just drop the mic, like walk into E3 and be like, available tomorrow, mic drop.
Oh!
Yep.
And then, no. Before they mic drop, it's like available tomorrow. We would like to play. Drop.
Yep. And no, I think there is an F-Zero game coming. I do feel like it. I think with the whole Star Fox Zero series game coming out,
part racing, part fighting. Little bit of JoJo sprinkled in.
Wait a minute, because when you said that, all I imagine is Captain Falcon getting out of his car and muda Black Samurai over and over and over again with Falcon punches. Okay, while they're driving on the big blue track and going through the track, going in the circle and just fighting.
Oh God! Zero music playing in my head. Beautiful. All right.
And on that note.
I
think we're done for the night.
Yeah.
Because I want to end on that.
I really want an F-Zero JoJo crossover. I'm gonna find someone to make that for me.
So what have I done?
Oh God, that would be fantastic. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. It has been a blast. We're glad we're back. We're finally getting some sort of cohesive, every couple of weeks or so we're getting a show together. But
and hey, it might be we got enough people where it's a switching, revolving thing. So you may not see one of us here, you may not see two of us. You might have a different cast every time you come in, but you got to tune in and find out.
Yep. But again, thank you guys for tuning in so much. If you haven't already done so, please be sure to hit that subscribe button down at the bottom. Check out our other videos. Be sure to follow us on Facebook as well, facebook.com/Omake Ikuze. If you have any questions, comments, ideas for future topics for a show, please be sure to either hit us up through Facebook or email us at omake.ikuze@gmail.com. We're going to be hopefully getting back into streaming here soon. I know I've been trying to work some in every once in a while, but life is getting in the way.
Full-time jobs, baby!
But, we do have some highlights, so check us out on our Twitch channel as well. It's twitch.tv/Omake_Ikuze_games. Thank you again tonight for Mav and Sizo for making it out.
You're welcome.
Definitely. It's always
and we will be seeing you on our next show. It'll be announced through our Facebook page, so be sure to check us out on there. And until next time, guys, peace.